Black Point Marina. This is the home of, I used to come here during COVID, man. I would just be on my bike and I would just reach this very end of the trail and look out into the sea.
You actually did that?
Yeah, I did. Real shit.
I lost my virginity out here in Black Point Marina.
Yeah, you've reached the Black Point. So yeah, I feel excellent.
Yeah, we feel good, man.
We wanted to talk about, and we wanted to reflect on the album that we've been in the process of creating for the past year and some change.
Called Synchronicity, man.
It's called Synchronicity.
It's a very reflective album, reflecting on all our past influences and just watching them accumulate into something totally new. So this is gonna be our third project, essentially, as Liquid Dinosaurs. Before that, we was just always making music.
We was always making music. I remember the first time that Dex came to the studio.
Oh yeah.
His girl at the time was like, yo, my man raps and he's fire. I was like, get out. People were showing me videos of Dex rapping in his truck. He had a red truck.
Yep.
He posted a video with an instrumental playing. He was rapping. I was like, I need to get him in the studio immediately.
Real talk, at the time, I was the only real MC.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give it to you.
I was the only real MC.
Yeah. Basically, ever since then, we knew we had to work on something, and here we are now. Synchronicity has lined us to this very moment. Rapping, engineering, producing, and then we also sing, and then we do a little bit of everything. We wear a lot of hats.
We got full acclamation of our creation, so we're fully in control of everything that happens. Ultimately, that was the goal. Learn as much as we can so we could cover every single base. And our creativity goes through every single avenue that it can. And predominantly, what do? I mean, yeah, we always got some sort of rapping or singing.
I love rapping. I was born and I started rapping, literally. My parents told me I was rapping when I was like 3 years old.
They was rapping me in the blanket while rapping me lullabies. So essentially it's in my blood, it's in everything I do. But now we just mix that with electric music, reggaeton, baile funk, fucking even a little bit of bossa nova, jazz.
I want to push boundaries, and I know Dex is on the same thing. We want to move rap as far, like we want to stretch the boundary of rap music as far as possible. Like, what's the threshold? Like, how much genre bending can be done until it feels like, is this the rap? Is this another
genre? Until it's not it anymore, you know?
Yeah, so I just want to expand on the concept, and that's why it's more than just rapping, and that's why the instrumentals sound like that.
I feel like underlying every single song is a unspoken communication between us that, like, we're gonna push some sort of boundary and we're gonna do at least one thing different from the last piece of work that we did. And that ultimately, after hundreds and hundreds of songs, you end up to a point where, like, yo, you're doing something completely different, but also when you do it with the same person over and over again, like, there's times where, yo, we didn't even have to say shit. Yeah, we don't say shit. We're just like, oh, I know.
The reason why the album is called Synchronicity is because how much of the times where it was like, we didn't even have to say anything. We would call each other and we would know exactly what vibe the song was going to be on for the day.
Liquid Dinosaurs, what is that really? That's just fossil fuel.
That's fossil fuel.
And it's essentially taking something that was from the past and giving it a new life and being able to make something new out of it ultimately.
Yeah. I feel like another thing too is, like, a lot of people take pride in ideas, and it's like no idea is 100% original.
Yeah.
All ideas stem from something else. So we've actually had conversations where we're like, some of these ideas may be too new or too like far out. Like we're blending, especially on this album, we're grabbing acoustic instruments, and then we're mixing it with like really hard techno stuff or really hard like
percussion.
Really really like out of this world, like drums and bass that sound like, and not drum and bass, but like drums and bass that sound like trap, bailiff funk, and then
very ambiguous drum.
I don't like to get too caught up in how people are gonna perceive it. I'm just more so like, this is what I feel like.
But ultimately though, our city does play a big role in how it influences what we're creating, at least to a degree. I mean, we live in Miami, you know, we're in a melting pot.
We live in a turn-up city.
Yeah, and so we're both Hispanic. And if anything, our Hispanic side, our Puerto Rican
really tapped in,
and Dominican side have really come into fruition in this project. We definitely have made songs with the drive behind wanting to make something that people can interact with and ultimately have an experience, whether it's in a club or whether you're at the beach. Like, that's something we do think about.
One of the driving forces was to be on festivals out here.
Truly.
So we actually came and we got together and we said, why don't, instead of us doing a typical rap duo where we're rapping on trap beats, and like I wanted to push the boundary with what I'm used to doing and what Dex is used to doing.
Word.
And we wanted to see what new genres that we can what new genres we could reach and how we can push them. So with that being said, and so on, and these clubs were some of the driving forces, especially in our earlier work. And even,
let's keep it real here. We wanted to get on 3 Points.
Yeah,
we made the project. We were like, yo, let's fucking make some shit we could pitch to this festival and get on 3 Points.
And as soon as we did that, we got it done because it's just that easy.
Yeah,
but
it was on 3 Points
that same year,
the
same exact year that we started doing that. So.
I hate that 3P mix, bro.
I hate that mix. Okay, right here.
How long did it take you to do that?
A long time.
I'm gonna estimate you sat there for 2 hours and just wasted time.
Think they forgot who the one to start this. I'm the rest of y'all, man. Fuck your set list and fuck everybody. Yeah, that's my message. I'm OMN. I tell them that bitch.
I lived in the jungle before the crib. I was animal way before the kid. I never fit into the box they give. Only had 2 options: survive or live. Walk in the room like the problem is me and this mic and no stopping it. Let me in ear like Van Gogh did. Standoffish when the rats came in, but they ran off quick when we impacted. Space landing, about to crash this ship. 16 moons on the planet I live, and I still can't catch no shade. 18,000 turning my weight since possible to beat my brain. I know that it's me that they asking for, so I walk through the room, disregard the floor, raise the bar to a point that they can't explore. Off the wall, I'm a rock in the onyx state. I'm a comic collider, what's in the way. To this day, I got things that I'll never change, like the hunger I feel deep inside of me. Echoes bounce off my rib cage. Starving artist, I'm a pen to the slave. Monumental is the size of this wave. Exponential is the growth of my bag. My credentials is fuck you pay me. I'm a genius, but I'm also crazy. I ain't never worried about what time it is. I look at the clock like it's Nelly, bitch. They say this thanks to the confidence, but me it's the pop of the pop a bit. Came through the roof, disregard the floor, raise the bar to a point that they can't explore. Off the wall, I'm a rock in the onyx state. I'm a comic colliding what's in the way. To this day, I got things that I'll never change. What do you think? Yeah, I got more.
All right.
My credentials is fuck you, pay me. If I'm a genius, I'm also crazy. I ain't never worried about what time it is. I look at the clock and it's time.
All right. I'm just gonna go after Crazy.
Music, my goal with this album personally was like trying to find a new rhythm. Like how can I do so many genres that it sounds foreign at a point where it's like this is like almost baile funk, but it's not.
It might sound foreign, but it feels natural to the body.
Yes, exactly.
Natural to the
there's
body.
There's still those driving forces that makes people move, like with subconsciously. It's like
And those are certain elements within rhythm, you know, that we always take into consideration, and we keep them in one way or another.
Especially towards the later quarters of the album, I was like, yo, I need to rap because I love rapping so much, and I'm doing a lot of singing on this album. And then there was like a change, like a paradigm shift for me personally, where I was like, and even Dex was like, yo, we did a lot of singing shit, let's rap because we love to rap. Yeah, nah, pretty much I just really like the direction that we went in with this album. Synchronicity was like the perfect name, especially like the amount of names that we went through. It was kind of like we did it. I think my favorite thing about And So On in comparison to what's going on now, like Synchronicity, is like the jump, the levels of improvement that we've reached, and the levels of like futuristic. Because we've had these ideas and these concepts for such a long time, but
we just didn't formulate it initially.
And it takes a while to get to that point, because it's like I've had some of these ideas in my head for years, but it's like, how do I execute that? And developing the skills and developing the flight out and getting the flight hours.
Getting the flight hours, bro. Because it's been a crazy experience, bro. Honestly, and every new song that we make, it's like
it just gets better and better.
And what sounds like this?
Nothing. That's my favorite.
Sound like before, because when we did And So On our first project, bro, like we had mad influences.
Yeah.
And this time we still.